when we lose context, choice, and connection, which are the three things that our nervous system needs to really feel safe, we go into a dysregulated nervous system state. So there's like three zones of your nervous system, and the two of the zones can either be dysregulated or regulated, and one of them is only available in a regulated state. So the first one, which is the oldest evolutionarily, is the one that innervates our gut health. And so that's like the dorsal vagal state. So the next one is your sympathetic nervous system, and that's your fight or flight nervous system. But the third state, which is the one that we want to activate, which is what I call a home state, is your ventral vagal. And that is up here in your heart space. That manages your heartbeat, your heart rate variability, which is an excellent metric people can learn to use to see the health of their nervous system state. That's where connection and possibility and flow and being present, that's where when you access that, right? So a rigid nervous system, which leads to burnout, is when you vacillate between these two dysregulated states of sympathetic nervous system overdrive and dorsal vagal collapse. And eventually you kind of get stuck in one of them. That's why burnout can look like just sitting at your computer and crying for hours and not being able to get started. Or it can look like you not being able to do anything and just walking around, because it's just somewhere along that continuum of those two dysregulated states. What happens is that we've socially accepted two drugs that keep us stuck between those two states, which are caffeine and alcohol. And so right now what's happening in the pandemic is people are reaching for those drugs more and more, and the caffeine is lifting them up and alcohol is keeping them down, and they're never getting into that ventral vagal state. And so they're kind of getting into this lost state. And I tell people, what happens if you're lost? If you were trying to find your way home and you called your significant other and you were like, hey, I'm lost, what would they ask you? They would ask you, where are you? What do you see around you? And so really the first part about getting into this is figuring out where the heck you are and what kind of tools you can use to get home into a regulated nervous system state.